we are? Who we are? We all are human beings. Okay. So it's very natural that, okay, when we are listening something for the very first time, we won't or we can't capture each and every single thing. It's very normal. 100%, 90%, 80%, 70%, 60% also you cannot capture. I know that. It's with me also. Same with me also. So now whatever the question has been asked by Khaja, this I have already covered in yesterday's class. No problem. You can ask. You can ask. No problem. I'm not denying it. Okay, you're always welcome to ask. Okay, but the point I'm trying to make here is I have covered this in yesterday's class. Maybe we won't capture 100% out of it. That's why we will get this doubt. It's completely acceptable. You can ask any point of time. And the solution for this is that, listen to the recordings again and again. Again and again. Again and again. Again and again. Trust me, guys, when I was a student, when I was learning Azure like you, I used to listen each recording. I used to listen each recording, okay, at least 4 to 5 times. And I used to write the key points of all concepts. Each and every single concept, I used to write the key points. Key points I used to write. Like this only, you will learn, you will grow, your confidence will boost up, and you can keep the things in your head. Yes, we are human beings, we are having a habit of forgetting the things. It's a God gifted. We are having the habit of forgetting the things. Trust me, I'm in practice. I'm in practice. Okay. I'm in practice. Okay. In my real time projects. Okay. That's why I am able to show you all the demos. Okay. If I take 6 months break, okay, leave about 6 months. If I take 3 months break, then I cannot show you the concepts here. I cannot show you the labs. Why? Because I'm a human being. I'm a human being. Okay. Definitely I forget. I will forget for sure. Again, what I have to do, I have to revise. I have to just do all the brush-ups of my skills and all. Then I can start teaching. I can start showing you the labs. Just a 3-month breaks, okay, definitely make me to forget the things because I'm a human being. With every person is just like that. Getting, is that clear or not, guys? Sorry, I have not shared my screen. See the points I have written here. I'm sorry, I have not shared my screen. Now I have shared my screen. I believe my points are visible to everyone in the notepad here, whiteboard. These are all the points I have written here. So what I'm trying to say here is listen to the recordings multiple times, guys. Many questions will be answered by yourself only. Yes or no? Yeah, I've shared my screen now. Okay, Khaja, it was awesome. Okay. Everything is awesome if you do the practice. Yeah, sorry guys, I was not sharing my screen. Okay. Now I believe my screen is visible and all the points what I have written is also clear to all of you. Fine. All right. So we'll start the class now. From where we have to start? Who can tell me the topic here? We are going to start from Azure functions, function apps. Right. We are going to start from function apps here. What is function apps and all that I'll tell first here. What is this concept is about? See, normally when you want to host any web application, when you want to put any web application, then you need a virtual machine to host your web app, or you need a container, okay, containerization to host your web app, or some of the thing like this. You need an underlying infrastructure. Okay, you need an underlying infrastructure to host your web application. Okay, to host your web application, you need an underlying infrastructure. See, if you are putting your web application on top of a VM that I'm going to show in the upcoming classes, when you are putting or when you are hosting, all these are the same meanings, or deploying. Okay, all these are having the same meaning. If you are putting, hosting, or deploying your web applications, okay, websites, web applications means websites on top of a VM, then that VM is having an underlying infrastructure. Correct na? Correct na, guys? We have seen that it is having some 16 GB RAM. It is having some, 4 virtual CPUs. Okay, it is having some disks kind of stuff, etc. This is called infrastructure. Then on the power of this infrastructure only we are deploying, hosting our web applications. But Azure Functions is such a feature, is such a service which comes under PaaS, platform as service. You can host a web application or a website using Azure Functions, okay, without any infrastructure, without any server, without any without any VM. VM or server is one of the same thing, right? So Azure Function Apps is a feature or is a platform as service where it will allow you to manage, deploy your websites without any underlying infrastructure, without any server. See, Azure Functions is a serverless solution. See, serverless solution that allow you to write less code, maintain less infrastructure, and save on cost. Instead of worrying about deploying and maintaining servers, the cloud infrastructure provides all the up-to-date resources needed to keep your application running. Yes, you can keep your application running. Okay, it will be hosted on the internet just with HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, I'll show you the demo, Madhavi. Hold on for some time. Okay, Azure Functions is a serverless concept of cloud native design. Okay, what it is? It is a serverless concept. Means you are not going to have any server. Okay, but still you can manage, maintain your website. Okay, it's a serverless concept of cloud native design that allows a piece of code deployed and execute without any need of server infrastructure. Very nice points. Very nice points. Okay, web servers or any configuration. Azure Functions can be written in multiple languages. Amazing. This function feature, Azure Functions app, this feature supports you to develop an application, to develop a website using C Sharp. If you want to write it in a C Sharp, it will allow you. It will support C Sharp, Java, JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, etc., etc. Okay, Azure Functions are scalable. Yes, you can increase, the power, the capacity of Azure Functions when demands of executions increases, more resources are allocated automatically to the service, and when requests fall, all extra resources and application instances drop off automatically. Simple, straightforward points. It's giving you automatic increase in power and decrease also, depends upon the load, depends upon the network traffic, how much it is going to happen. Advantages and benefits of Azure Functions, many are there. Okay, plenty of advantages are there. See, it's supporting different types of languages for you. Okay, and it do not need any infrastructure and have zero maintenance. See, Azure Functions do not need any infrastructure and have zero maintenance. Okay, no maintenance. Whereas for virtual machines, maintenance is needed. For virtual machines, maintenance is needed. When you deploy virtual machine, then you have to update the operating system. You have to take care of the OS platforms. You have to install the softwares. You have to take care of the agents. You have to take care of many things basically about a virtual machine. But whereas when you are going for serverless concept with Azure Functions app, then the maintenance is zero maintenance. Okay, Azure Functions can be built, tested, and deployed in Azure portal using browser or using any framework also if possible. Okay, multiple advantages are there, guys. Okay, if you cannot remember 10 advantages, I understand. At least remember 3, 4 so that in the interviews you can cover it up easily. At least remember 3, 4 which are short or which are finding you as easy. You can remember that and it will help you for your interviews point of view. Now, implementation steps. How we can implement these Azure functions? I'll just show you in the Azure portal. Okay, fine. So, implementation steps in Azure portal, search for a function apps. Okay, create and fill the details as below. Okay, what I'll do here, I'll come to the Azure portal here. Okay, let me go to home. First thing first, I'll create a resource group. Okay, let us make it as simple resource group name. Call it as Naresh RG. I'm going with East US region. Fine, any region is fine. Just go here and create a resource group. This is done. Next, what I'll do, I'll come to home and I'll say here function apps. So go here and type function apps. See, got it. Function apps, you got it. Click on this function app. Okay, click on create. Okay, create a new function app. Okay, pick up the resource group, Naresh RG. Function app name. You can give any name, guys. It's upon you. I'm giving the name as what? Naresh function app. I'm giving it as a Naresh function app. You can give any name, my function app or anything you want. I'm doing for Naresh students. That's why I'm saying here Naresh function app. Okay. The app name is not available. Okay, I'll say here Naresh IT then. Naresh IT function app. Okay. I've given the name here something like this. I want to publish. I want to deploy. I want to create this function app using code. Okay, I have selected code here. Now it will give me an option which code you want. As function app, support different types of languages. .NET, Node.js, Python, Java, PowerShell, custom header, custom handler. So whichever you want, you can choose it. I'll say here .NET. I'm just going with .NET code. See, all the details I have mentioned here, guys. Publish code, say .NET version. The default one I'm taking region. I'm just going with East US region. Any region you want, you can pick it up. Operating system, I'm taking it as Windows. Plan time, I'm saying here consumption serverless model. I'm going with the serverless model. Okay. Means what? I don't need any server here. I'm going serverless and for this deployment of this web application. Okay. This is a function app. Click on functions left side. Okay. Rest of the values deploy the function app here. Next, click on here on networking. Okay. Enable public access. Simply say here on. Okay. Let this function be accessible to the people from any network they want. Okay. Fine. If you want, you can, guys, hold on. I'll just address the questions here. Let me finish the demo first. Okay, fine. Enable public access. I'm saying it as on. Okay, next click on monitoring here. Okay, if you want the details of this function app, of this web application, what you are deploying, like, how many people are connecting, what is the response it is, giving it, and how much time it is taking to address each and every user, and how many concurrent users are there, what is the network traffic coming in, how many requests are coming into this application, all these kind of informations. Okay, if you want it, then you can say here enable application insights as yes. Okay, and it is creating application insight here with the same name of the application. Let it be here. Next, deployment. Okay, continuous deployment. If you want, if you want to make it as enable. Okay, it is not allowing me for free trial, but for paid subscriptions it will give you an option here. Okay, it came here, enable. If you say here enable, what it is going to do, it is going to sync your function app with your GitHub account, so that developers can directly deploy the code from GitHub account to your function app. You have to integrate all these details about your GitHub. Okay, so as of now I'm saying here disable. Okay, next, pass on the tags here. Tags is the common parameter that we are seeing for each and every service that what we are deploying in Azure. Pass on the tags here accordingly as per your project requirements, and it is not mandatory also. If you skip it, it's an optional one. You won't get any error. Review plus create. Go ahead and click on create to create a function app now. Okay. Let the function app gets deployed here. Okay. Yogendra, Docker container here is basically you are having an option to deploy this function app. Okay, using that as one of the options, Docker containers. But I have taken code here. If you have choose code, then it will ask you which code you want to consider. Python code, .NET code. Okay, multiple options it is giving it to you here. Okay, fine. So I'm just going ahead and let the function and deployments get provision. After this, what we'll do, we'll go for the next steps. Okay. Once it is deployed, click on functions, left side under function app. We have to click on functions. Okay, let it get deployed here. We'll wait for some time for it. Okay, good. The function app got deployed here. Okay, either you can click here to go to the function app, or else go to home, say here function apps, and here you are going to see one new function app, that is Naresh IT function app. Okay, it will come. Or else I'll go here, I'll say here, go to the resource. Naresh IT function app. Okay, it is little slow, guys. Okay, let it be. Fine. It is now, we are at the function app. And now what it is asking here, see, click on functions, left side under function app to start the further proceedings of this website deployment. Very simple website I'm going to create it here. Okay. So click on functions. Here you have to click on functions, left hand side. Okay. Then what you have to do next, click on create. Next step is to click on create. Then development environment. We are doing where the development in the Azure portal itself only. We are doing it. Okay. So click on create here. Here, what we'll choose, development environment as a development in portal. Okay. Develop in portal. You're having multiple options. Visual Studio Code also you can take. Editor you can take. I'm saying here develop in Azure portal. Then template, I'm taking it as HTTP trigger. This one I'm taking the template as HTTP trigger. Multiple templates are there, but it is not for free, guys. You have to pay extra. You have to do extra configuration for it. Okay, I'm just going with the HTTP trigger, this template. Okay, next new functions. What I'm passing here, see, Naresh students practice function. I'm just giving the name as a Naresh student. Any name you can give here. It's purely your choice. Okay, I'm just saying here Narrate students practice function. Authorized label, I'm saying it as anonymous. Okay, means anyone can access it. Anyone can view, kind of. Okay, I'm just saying here anonymous and then click on create. Okay, these are the steps, guys, that you have to keep in mind. Okay, when you are planning for deployment of these function apps. Now see, you have to click on code plus test. Next is you have to click on code plus test. Okay, see, I have given here. Click on code plus test. This you will find left side under narrate student practice function. What you have created now, narrate student practice functions. Inside this, you have to click on code plus test here. Okay, it is still loading. After that, now here we'll see a code written in C sharp. Okay, see, this is the code written in C sharp. How this code is written in C sharp? Because we have selected the .NET code. At the time of deployment of this function app, we have selected the .NET code. That's why we are having the C sharp code here. That is what I'm saying here. Click on test, run, top center. This one. Test and run. Once you click on it, then see what it is going to do. It is asking you to run the application now. Okay, then click on run. Run the application here. Okay, now see, in logs, it will show you about the status of this function app. Okay, see, we got it. What it is showing here, see, hello. Okay, this HTTP trigger function executed successfully. Okay, if you want this to see the same in the browser, see here it's showing the logs also. This is your logs. Okay, this is your logs. If you see here, it is showing us function. Functions, see, functions, this is the service of Azure Cloud Computing. Narrate students practice functions, this is the name we have given, that is succeeded. Okay, and if you want to see the same here, then get function URL, copy this URL here, come and paste it. See what it is saying? This HTTP trigger function executed successfully. Okay, fine. Pass a name in the query string or in the requested body for a personalized response, for a personalized message or personalized response. If you guys open this in your laptop, laptops, it will open it for you also the same way. Okay, a small website or a kind of portal I have deployed here where it is giving you this message. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just go here and I will personalize as per my requirement. Okay, something I want to personalize it here. So what I'll do, okay, see here, it has given me this message. Okay, if you want to see the same execution message on the of the function in the browser, then click on get function URL, copy the URL from here and paste it in a new browser. The same message we can see it in the URL as well. Yeah, the same thing I have shown it here. See, get function URL, the same steps. These steps only I have written. This is the steps I have written for this one. Copy this one and paste it in your browser. You will see. Now what I'll do, I'll customize it. What I'll do, I'll customize it. How I'm going to customize? I'm going to customize it for narrate students. Okay. So if you want to show the customized message, okay, if you want to customize this small website, what we have deployed as per our need, then in our C sharp code, we can pass the custom message as shown in the below image. Okay, here. After passing the custom message, click on save on top for sure. And again, click on get functions. Okay, I'll just show here. So what I'm doing here, see, I'm just making a customization here accordingly as per my choice. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to say message as shown in the below image, and after passing the custom message, click on save on top of you for sure, and again click on get function URL. Copy the URL, paste it in the browser. So what I'll do here, see, I have customized this here somewhere. Okay, created this function app for Naresh IT students. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just come to my function app here. Okay, this I will customized. This message I will customize. Sorry, this message. This is the message. I'll customize this message. Okay. I'll say here created this function app for Naresh IT students demo. Okay, I'm just customizing it to a little level. I have customized. You can customize many things. You can add many lot of code. You can add some dynamic codes and all that will be taken care by developers or .NET developers basically. Okay. Our purpose here is to understand the functionality and what is this services about in our course. Okay. Click on save. Okay. It is done now. Get a function URL. Okay. No, I think we have to say a test and run. Okay, say run here now. Let us see whether it is reflecting in our Azure portal or not. First, we'll check it here. Then we'll go for the browser. Okay, it is saying that it is executed successfully. Good. Come here, copy this URL, come here and paste it now. Amazing. See what I have passed. Exactly, it is showing the same thing. See, created this function app for Naresh IT students demo. If you want, if you paste it, if you check it here now for all of you guys, it will show you a different message this time. Last time what it has shown, last time it has shown this message. I have customized it and now it is showing this time this message. So on a very basic level I have shown here, okay, how we can customize the things, how we can deploy this function app. Now this function, if you see, it is having a proper URL, https:// okay, this is our function app name what we have given, .azurewebsites.net. okay, it's an getting integrated and built with an API with the Naresh students practice functions. This is the name of the function we have given. Okay, now if you want, you can add lot of code, you can add lot of dynamic things, you can add lot of controls, whichever you want. Okay, normally that what we are having. Okay, so that you can make your website very interesting, dynamic and exciting if you want. Okay, that all comes in development. That all comes in .NET development. Okay, so here the website what we have deployed, the website what we have hosted, that website we have deployed without any server. Okay, we went here, okay, and deployed, okay, serverless. That is what about function apps is talking about, guys. Okay, fine. Is that clear? Next concept I am going to start with virtual networking. Next concept I'm starting here, virtual networking. Okay, so if you notice here one thing, guys, every time when we deploy a VM, okay, every time when we deploy a VM, okay, did we say any time that we want our VM to be in so and so network? No, we have not said. Okay, I have to go a little bit slow. How much slow, Shiva? There are plenty of concepts. Okay, so it's been more than 1 month. Okay, not more than 1 month. 1 month that we have started this batch. We have started this batch on when? On which date? 16th of February, right? 16th of February we have started this. Okay, yes, you have to understand very well, Shiva. For that, we cannot go ahead with 6 months for this batch, right? Come on, guys, catch it up now. You are old enough. 1 month we have started this batch. In the initial days, I'll take very slowly because you guys are very new kids. Correct or not? But slowly as the time goes on, see, when you join a new project also, okay, you will be given one task one day. Then after 2 months, you will be given, 3 tasks to do in one day. After you become 2 years, 3 years seniors, you will be given 4 to 5 tasks, 6 to 8 tasks to do in one day. You cannot say you are going very fast, give me the task slowly like that. No, it won't happen. Kaja, it won't happen. It will take more time, I believe. Let us see. Let us see. Okay, I'm not in hurry to finish the batch. Okay, so whatever the syllabus is there is been designed. That complete syllabus I have to cover. Else I have to. I should be answerable to Naresh IT. Okay, so whether it is going before that or after that, it doesn't matter to me. But I have to complete the syllabus here. Else I have to answer 1,000 questions from Naresh IT. That's why we'll go for the syllabus here. It doesn't matter whatever how much time it is taking. 2 months, 1.5 months. The target we have set it as for 2 months, like including the weekends. But the good thing is we are taking the classes on Saturdays also. So 1.5 month we'll plan. We'll see whether we can complete it or not. No problem. Let it be fine. So now what it is happening, guys, whenever we have deployed a virtual machine, we have never said that we want so and so network for our VM, right? But now what we will do here, we will deploy our own network. Okay, we'll deploy our own network in cloud, and we'll say now that we want our VM to be in so and so network of our choice. Okay, guys, please read these points carefully when I'm writing it in the notepad. Okay, what I'm saying here, now we'll deploy our own network in the cloud, and we'll say now that we want our VM to be in so and so network of our choice. Okay, so how to design a network? Next question, sir, how to design a network in cloud? Okay, so first we'll see what is it. See, in cloud we call it as what? Virtual network. In cloud we are calling it as what? Virtual network. We won't say as network. It is available virtually for you. Virtually, that's why we are calling it as virtual network. Same network is also something like this. So what I'll do here, I'll go ahead and I'll say here virtual networks. Okay, just search here for virtual networks. You got it? Virtual networks, you got it here. Okay, as usual, click on create to create a new virtual network. Okay, and here I'll say here resource group as Naresh RG. I'll give the name as Naresh VNet, or else I'll say here VNet 1515. Some unique name I'm giving. You can give any name, guys. India VNet, Amirpet VNet, My VNet, or any name you want, you can give it. Your choice. I'm just giving the name as VNet 1515. I'm deploying here in East US region. Next, say here IP addresses. Okay, IP addresses. Now, see, give a full attention here. Very important. Networking basics are important, guys. So see here. If you see, this is called as address space. This is called as what? Address space. And if you are saying here 1000 \16, then it is giving you how many IP counts? 65,536 IP counts. 65,536 IP counts. So now this \16, that's what you are seeing here. See this \16, we call it as mask bits. What we call it as a \16, we call it as mask bits. So not 16. Any number you are writing after \28, okay, or you are saying here \24, or you are saying it as something 29, or \22, whatever it is, or \16, anything. Whatever you are giving here after backslash, we call that as mask bits. You can pass here from 2 to 31, I believe. Okay, in backslash you can pass the range from 2 to 31. Now, this mask bits is the only one which is going to decide how many IP counts you are going to get for your, you are going to get in your virtual network. Okay. This tab is disturbing me a lot. Fine. So what I'm saying here, this mask bits is the one which is going to decide how many IP counts you are going to have in your VNet or virtual network. Okay. And the point here is very good point. See, this mask bits and your IP counts are inversely proportional to each other. Inversely proportional to each other. Means what? If you are increasing your mask bits number, then your IP counts will get decreased. Okay. And vice versa. Read these points, guys. If you are decreasing your mask bit number, then your IP count will get a increase. Inversely proportional to each other. Okay. So now, if you come here and say that 16, then it is giving you 65,536 IP addresses, okay, in your network. IP address is something like this, guys, okay. 192.15.36.41. This is called an IP address. This is called an IP address. Okay. Like this, it is going to give you how much? 65,536 IP counts it is going to give you. Now, let us say that you are working for a project in which you are not having these many resources. See, one VM needs one IP address. Okay. Storage account needs an IP address. Application services needs an IP address. Database servers will need an IP address. File share server will need an IP address. Okay, like this. So all together in your project, if you are having some 50 VMs, okay, and 25 databases, just assume that, and you are having some 20 file share servers, okay, and you are having some what we can say here, app services, okay, some, let us take 30 app services, etc. All together, let us take 200 resources you are having. Okay, all together 200 resources you are having. Okay, then you tell me what is the need of having 65,536 IP addresses, IP counts? Not required really, right? And moreover, if you are keeping this many IP counts, 65,536, then Azure will keep charging you. Azure will keep charging you. It is not for free, because you are reserving this many IP addresses in your VNet, so others cannot use that IP addresses. It got reserved for you. It got reserved for you. Okay. So when you are designing your network, you have to be very much confident and clear. Okay. Now, 65,536 Yogendra, it is giving us this number, okay, based upon this mask bit number. If I change this mask bit number, instead of 16, if I pass something other number here, then this IP count will get changed. Okay. By default, Azure is giving this many IP counts. I don't want it, then simply change this number. I'll do that. I'll do that. Give me some time, because just now I have started networking. Okay, and I got a request from Shiva just now to go little slowly. That's why I'm trying here. Okay, so I'm just going very slowly now to make you guys understand. Now what I'll do, I'll say that I don't want this many IP counts, then I'll go ahead and I'll change this mask bit. So instead of 16, I'll give here something 24. So what will happen here if I give 24 here? Who can tell me? Just now I have told. What I have done, I have increased the mask bit number 16 to 24. 16, 24. 24 is bigger than 16. So I have increased mask bit number. Then what I have to get, IP counts will get decreased for me. So now instead of 65,000 IP counts, I'll get some 256 or 254 IP counts, something like this. Because I have increased my mask bit. Now, I don't want even that much also. If I want less than 254, then say here 26. You will get some 128 IP counts. Like this, as you keep on increasing this number, mask bits number, your IP counts will get decreased automatically. And that I'll show, after the network gets deployed. After the network gets deployed, I'll show that one. So I'm just going here with the 24. Okay, I'll take 24 here. Next, see, I'm getting an error. What is this error? It is saying that, see, this virtual network doesn't have any subnets. I'm getting an error. Okay, remember guys, okay, very important, please remember, you cannot create a VNet. You cannot create a VNet. VNet means virtual network without a subnet. You cannot create a VNet without a subnet. Okay. At least one subnet you have to create for your VNet. There should be at least one subnet you have to create for your VNet. Okay. You can create as many subnets you want. Your choice. But at least one subnet should be there. Should be there for your VNet. Else it will throw you an error. Else it will throw you an error like this. See, now I'm getting an error. So what I'll do, I'll say here add a subnet. I'll say here add a subnet. You can give any name to your subnet. I'm giving it as subnet 1. I'm saying here subnet 1. And now I'm passing here the address range. This is called address space. This is called address space. This is called address range. I'm saying here 10.0.0/26. VNet and subnet is something like this. I'll just tell. Okay. The relationship is something like this. Okay. I'll open the MS Paint here. Okay. Assume that this is your what? Pizza. You know pizza? Everyone knows pizza. We are a big lover of pizza, right? Everyone, like kids, youngsters, girls, boys, everyone learn pizza. Everyone will love pizza. Just assume this as your pizza or something like a peanut. Okay, fine. Now, what will you do in your pizza? What will you do in your pizza? We'll make the slices. Okay, this is your pizza or a peanut. Okay, what will we do in our pizza? We will make the slices. Either we'll make 4 slices, we'll make 6 slices, we'll make 8 slices, depends upon. This is slice 1. This is slice 2 of your pizza. Slice 3, slice 4. 4 slices of your pizza. Now, let us assume that the total capacity of your pizza, okay, total capacity of your pizza or a peanut is 256 IPs. 256 IPs. 256 IPs of your total capacity of your network or a pizza, whatever it is. Okay. Now, you can assign 100 IPs here to this subnet 1 or slice 1. You can assign 10 IPs here. You can assign 20 IPs here. No one will ask you. Whatever you want, you can assign. Whatever you want, you can assign. So this is your subnet 1, subnet 2, subnet 3, subnet 4. You are assigning 100 IPs to subnet 1. Okay, 20 IPs to subnet 2, 10 IPs to subnet 3. How many IPs is left over now? 100 plus 30, 130. 256 minus 130, how much it is going to be? What it is going to be? Who can tell me? 256 minus 130. So we are left over with 126 IPs. We are left over with 126 IPs. So you can give 126 IPs to this subnet 4, to this slice 4. If you are trying to give, instead of 126, if you are trying to give here 127, it will throw you an error. It will throw you an error because the slice of your pizza size, the size of your slice, this is one slice, right? This is one slice. The slice size cannot be greater than the pizza size. Can you say that my slice is greater than the pizza size? No, you cannot. You will be called as a fool then if you are saying that. No, not possible at all. The slice cannot be greater than your pizza size. So the total capacity of your pizza is 256 IPs. Then you can go with 126 leftover IPs only. No, then you create one more slice here. You make 5 slices. Then divide this to 126 into 2 parts then. 126, then you can say here 100 IPs for this slice, slice 4. Okay. And slice 5, it will be slash 5. And you can say here remaining 26 IPs here. Remaining 26 IPs you can put down here. The point I'm trying to make here is, guys, okay, whatever the total capacity of your VNet, that total capacity IP counts, you can divide it into multiple subnets here. So now if I'm saying here 59 plus 5, then it is how much? 64. So out of, let us say if we are getting 256 IPs here, out of 256 IP minus 64 if we do, then I am left over with 192 IPs only. Then the next subnets, whatever I am creating, I can go up to 192 only. Okay. Then say here service endpoints. What is service endpoints? When you are enabling the service endpoints on your subnet, then whatever the resources that you are hosting on your subnet, these resources can communicate to these services internally, privately, securely. They can communicate to these services. Okay. When you are hosting your virtual machine storage account, then our virtual machine storage account can communicate to these services. If I enable these service endpoints, click on add here. Now see, the error is gone. The error is gone here. Okay, fine. Next, I have created one subnet. If you want, you can create multiple subnets here. You simply click here on add, say subnet 2, pass the value here, click on add, then again subnet 2 will get created here for you. Okay, but at least one subnet should be there. That is what I have selected. Next, security here. Okay, based and host is a security related feature, guys. This is a security related feature that comes in networking architect, cloud architect 305. Okay, it's not there in our syllabus. I'm not touching this concept. And DDoS network protection. This is what basically this is a again a security service here which will protect, okay, your services like VM, websites, app services, storage account, databases, whatever you are hosting on this network from kind of hacks or hacking, hacking, phishing, okay, blocking the websites kind of. So DDoS stands for denial and denial of services. Denied and denial of services. Okay, this service, guys, okay, if you enable it, then it will protect your resources, okay, from all these such harms, malicious attacks. Yes, right. Yes, correct, Dilip. Fine. Then next, firewalls. Okay, firewall, I believe it's there in your syllabus or not, I'm not sure. Okay, if firewall is there in your syllabus, I'll give you the knowledge for firewall, how we can deploy the Azure firewalls. Okay, networking firewalls in Azure cloud computing. Okay, so this is a very big demo, guys. It will take at least half an hour. No, not half an hour, 45 minutes it will take minimum. Okay, it's there in your syllabus or not, I'm not sure, because these are the advanced concepts of networking, guys. Normally, if you take cloud architect training, then these concepts will be covered. In Azure DevOps, our course is Azure DevOps, right? So these deep concepts or advanced concepts we are not covering here. Okay, whatever is that is needed as an Azure DevOps engineer, that knowledge we are giving it to you in networking module. Fine. Next, pass on the tags here accordingly as per your project requirement. Say here review plus create. Let us see the network will get deployed or not. Once the network is getting deployed here, then we'll click on create. Yeah, see now validation is got passed. Click on create. Now it is going to deploy a virtual network for you with a name called VNet 1515. VNet 1515. Okay. Done. Completed. VNet is completed now. Come to home, come to virtual networks. See, I'm finding a new VNet with a name called VNet 1515. This is what the first VNet we have deployed, guys. Okay, now if you come inside this VNet, if you see how many IP counts you have got, click on this address space. See here, 256 IP counts we have got, and the range of this IPs is 10.0.0.0 to 10.0.0.0.25. Okay, so 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.3, 10.0.0.4, like this. It goes up to 10.0.0.25, something like this. Okay, fine. So now this network is having a capacity to host or to have the resources of up to 256 IPs. Every one VM will take one IP address. Okay, so it means that 256 VMs you can host. You can say that 256 VMs you can deploy on this network, that is VNet 1515. If you want to go in a combination, 50 VMs, 50 storage accounts, 30 databases, 45 app services, like this in a mix and match also, normally we'll do like that only in our networks, for our networks. Fine, guys. So this is the VNet we have deployed. I'll just stop the class here. In tomorrow's class, I'll proceed further. Okay. What is this connected devices and subnets? Okay. All these things will just go accordingly as per the syllabus. Okay. So guys, this is the complete theoretical information. What is a virtual network? Okay, it's a representation of your own network in the cloud. Okay, and address space, what I have explained, address range will create for the subnets. This we are creating for VNet, this we are creating for subnet. What is VNet and subnet, I have explained here with the help of the diagram. All these fundamentals, basics of networking, this is not comes in cloud networking in syllabus, but still I am giving it because this is very fundamentals of networking, guys. Okay, fine. So in cloud networking also people won't teach this, because people who are going for networking, networking courses or classes, they should be having all these fundamentals, basic and understanding. Okay, still I have given it, okay, for your understanding. These are all the basic things about networking. Okay, so just read it, and in tomorrow's class I'll show you the concept. This is all theory of networking only. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll show it to you tomorrow, how we can deploy our VM on a particular VNet of our choice. How we can deploy VM, okay, on a particular network of our choice. How we can see the VM is being hosted on the VNet or not. How we can see this VNet is hosting how many VMs. All these things, okay, subnets, how many subnets we can create, how many VNets we can create. Multiple VNets will create tomorrow. Multiple subnets will create tomorrow. We'll host multiple VMs on these subnets on different VNets, and I'll just make you understand the complete architecture of networking. Today, just we have deployed a VNet, and further proceedings of this we'll do it in tomorrow's class, guys. Okay. No, you can, Rishikesh, you cannot change the IPs as per your need. Okay. But IP counts you can increase or decrease even now also. See, now you are having some, this I'm going to show in tomorrow's class. 256 IPs are there. Now you want to increase to 500, you want to increase to 1000, you want to increase to 10,000, that can be possible. But IP pattern, what you are getting, 100001, that you cannot change. It will automatically pick up from this range. It will pick up from this range. Increase and decrease of IP counts, you can do it as per your choice. Okay, fine, guys. I'll just close the class for now. We'll connect again tomorrow for further concepts. Okay. Any questions, anyone? All good, guys? No responses? Am I audible to all? No? Say something. Yes, no. Silence, I cannot understand, guys. I'm not God. I don't know what's going on in your head. What's going on in your heart. I'm not Bhagwan. I'm not God. Yes or no? All good? Any questions?